Hey YouTubers, how you doing tonight? It's Francis. Haven't done a video in a while since before we left tonight. It's Wednesday night, 7:23 p.m. A week ago today, we were eating at the Bahama Breeze down in, I think it's Tampa. Yeah, we were on Tampa side of the bay. And anyways, really good seafood meal, and great place. If you ever go to Tampa, look up that place. The food was excellent. So, anyways, it took me a while to recover from our trip back here to Greenville. We got back about 8:30 p.m. Friday. So today's Wednesday. Hmm. So that was like 5 days ago. And anyway, that day we have guests since then. Ramblin' Rose and Handsome Jack. Uh, the channel Have Gas Will Travel. They've been visiting with us. And last night we had an excellent meal. Um, and it was some kind of meat. And I really like the macaroni and cheese, and it was really good because I don't normally eat that, but wow, I had two helpings, and then we had some peach cobbler for dessert, and I really don't know what kind of meat we had. It was I forget what Rose said it was. It was some kind of pork, roasted pork, little chunks, and I can't remember what she called it, but it was tasty. I had a few pieces. And I don't normally eat pork, but it was delicious. And then we had some green beans with some bacon and some potato things in it. I don't know. But anyways, the food was excellent. So we've been eating pretty good here since last week. And anyway, I'm back on my eight. Last night was the last night I could eat like uh, like off the diet. So today I basically had some chicken and spinach and a grapefruit and an apple, two apples so far. So I have kind of exceeded 500 calories, but I'm kind of like getting back in the groove. And as you can tell, I'm wearing a sweater. I've been very cold here. Debbie Lynn turned the heat on a couple nights ago, and oh, it was horrible here. To go from a nice, hot, sunny, dry weather in Largo, Clearwater, Florida, even going in the ocean at the beach uh, and the pool, and then coming back here, and it's been like in the 60s, 50s at night, and the last 2 days it just rained, socked in rain all day, uh, Monday, Tuesday, and even rain today. 3 days in a row. So, and it's very cold and raw temperature wise outside. So it's warming up in here. So that's why I'm wearing a sweater. I have a long sleeve shirt and this sweater and to keep warm. And because I'm older, I guess nobody feels the cold here like I do. Okay. But see, they're used to living here, and I'm used to it being like 75 to 80 in my apartment all the time. In fact, when I got here, I thought they were keeping the house a little too cold. The air conditioner was set in the low 70s, whereas I would have it up close to 80. And so, anyway, it's been like a climate change. And so, anyways, and you know what, the HCG, uh, I think it's helped me a little bit because it helps your body burn the bad fat for fuel. So since I started taking the HCG, I started Monday. This is the third day. So the first 2 days, you kind of like, well, they say it's gorge, but I didn't really pig out. I just ate normal, I guess you would call it. And then, so I'm back on the diet. And I did gain some pounds back. I lost 25 on the diet. I gained some weight back. Uh, Going on vacation for a week and eating stuff I don't normally eat. So I did gain some weight back. But I plan on boop, losing that right away in the next few days and be right back where. So basically, it looks like I will have lost a week, a week, maybe 2 weeks, But anyways, I'm still on my second vial of HCG, so I still have 4 or 5 more left that I haven't even used yet. So, and you're supposed to get like 2 weeks out of each vial, so I got basically 8 weeks more, 8 or more weeks. I think Debbie Lynn wants to use one of the ones I have, and if I go past 4 more vials, just make it up to me. So she seems to like going on the HCG every once in a while. So to me, this is like a temporary thing. Once I lose the weight I want, I'm going to go on some kind of maintenance and pretty much keep the weight off. But anyways, after eating all the stuff I did on vacation, which some of it I didn't even like the taste of it, like cinnamon rolls at the Holiday Inn. They had like a breakfast, continental breakfast, and almost everything they had there, I didn't like it. Okay, I mean the cheese omelet was okay, because that was just eggs and cheese, and a few other things I tried, but basically the food wasn't that good. I didn't think. I mean, it was enough to like keep you energized. But when I came back yesterday and today, and I cooked up some chicken. The last couple days, I had chicken and onions and spinach, like I normally make for breakfast, and then use the second portion for supper. When I got back to eating that again, oh my God, it tasted so good. So it's like I've acclimated myself to eating what's really good for you, and I really enjoy that more than anything else. So, oh, over the weekend, I went shopping Saturday morning before I took my rental car back, and I got a few things that I don't normally get. And I got a loaf of Ezekiel bread, and I got a jar of organic, the original Smucker's 100% peanuts. And it's like, it's got all the oil on top, so I had to stir that. And, but basically I was eating bread with peanut butter over the weekend, which typically is not on my diet, but I enjoyed it. And also on the way back from Florida, we stopped at one of those stands, and I got like a 5-pound bag of Vidalia onions over here. That's that orange bag. And then I also got a 10-pound bag of Indian River ruby red grapefruit. Excellent. And I also got some apples. And when I went to Publix Saturday morning, and they had these Macintosh apples. And I bought, there was 6 select apples in a package, and that cost like $6. Okay, they're like $1 a piece for the apples, and they were, and guess what? They were apples that were wrapped in Ayer, Ayer, Massachusetts, and there's all kinds of apple orchards and stuff there, and those were the crispest, best Macintosh apples I've had in years. Oh, it was so delicious. So guess what? It tasted like home. Ayer is about 10 or 15 miles southwest of my hometown. So it's like, oh my God, they were delicious. And then I got another bag of Macintosh apples, but it was $6 for 3 pounds. It had like maybe, I don't know, 10 or 12 apples in there. And they're good too, but they're soft. They're not as crisp and they're not select. But so, anyways, I have been eating more over the past week and a half, but I pretty much stuck to the diet. I did cheat a little bit. I did eat some bread and carbs, which I didn't want to do, but I did. And you know what? The stuff tasted horrible, so I don't know. The Ezekiel bread was good. And I got and I got a half about 8 ounce, 8 slices of that Havarti cheese. I don't know if you ever had Havarti cheese, Havarti. It's made in Denmark, and they make it in the USA now too. And it's a certain kind of cheese. And, it's like very creamy, and it has a unique taste to it. I love that cheese. It's my favorite. Okay, so anyways, I did treat myself the last 3 or 4 days since we came back. And today I started the low calorie thing. Okay, so anyways, hopefully I'll start losing a pound a day like I was before, and go for another 2 or 3 weeks and lose maybe another 20, 25 pounds. So anyways, I am very much looking forward to getting down like around 250, 260 with this next go round. And then, if I can lose 25 to 30 pounds in a whack, and yeah, four more, yeah. I think I got 4 vials left. So that's 2 more sessions of 3 weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to get down below 250. So, but you know what? I've proved that this works, and I'm not going to kill myself. And so, you know, uh, go on it for a few weeks and then get off for a little bit. I think you go as long as 45 days on this, but I don't know if I can last that long. It's like after 2 weeks, you're like really craving to eat more. So anyway, so much for the diet. I'm probably boring everybody to death. So anyways, we're back here in Greenville, South Carolina, and Debbie Lynn's been working on some music, and so she's using electric guitar. She made a few songs and posted them on her channel, and she has an electric guitar that she's using with an amplifier. And anyways, that's about all I have to say. I'm feel good. I feel really good after the vacation. Okay, and I was glad I went off the HCG because it took me like 3 days to kind of like ramp up and have the energy to do what I did. And when we were on vacation, we went. I swam in a pool, swam in the ocean, and we went to the. I think we went. No, we just went to the beach once. That was on Thursday. And I was pretty tired Wednesday because I'd been up all night Tuesday. And after we went out to eat, I kind of crashed in my hotel room. And Debbie Lynn, the Energizer Bunny here, she went over and visited with some friends in the late evening and would come back around 2 or 3 a.m. And I was crashed out in bed by 10 o'clock both nights, Wednesday night and Thursday night. And then she drove all the way there and all the way back on Friday. I could not believe that she could drive that far, especially Friday after like 3 days of very little sleep. And we got held up in a car accident. Not It was way ahead of us. We weren't in the accident, but there's an accident on the highway and everything backs up for miles. We were stuck in that backup between exits for 30, 35, 40 minutes. So then we had another slowdown in, I think it was in, yeah, I was going through Columbia, South Carolina. That's the state capital. It was a Friday evening and it was like a little after 6 o'clock, but there was still a lot of traffic going home for the weekend. And we got caught up in some traffic for another 30 minutes there. But all in all, it only took us like less than 12 hours to drive all the way back, home. And it was a long day, believe me. And took me a couple of days to recover from that long trip. Well, hey, 16 minutes, gotta go. Love everybody. I will talk to you again soon in my next video. And I haven't really found a good hangout to hang out with since I've been back. And although I can't, I've been falling asleep at like 10 o'clock. It's sort of like I just can't stay up later than that. And right now it's 7:39, so maybe I can hang out with somebody for a couple hours before the Sandman catches up with me and Fran-Sez goes, okay, love you, bye.